Good Thursday, world. Ah, as I take a deep breath. What's good with y'all, man? We are live with another one and another one. And welcome back to the classroom. You already know who I am, the dog god, aka the coach, head engineer of Formula One K9s. That is I. And definitely want to give all my salutes. Young Ready Red got that pole position. Salute Young Ready Red. That close second is Duro Ricio, my assistant head coach, Big Duro. Big salute to you. Nelly Mack, Nail Mack with that third. 1, 2, 3. Salute Nail Mack, man. That 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, we got Coop. We got Cooper. Hey, Cooper, man, make sure you do that spell check before you hit enter. All right, young Coop. Then we got NWA. We got Joe. Big salute to you, Joe. NWA, Connie Corsos. We got Show Nuff. Who the master? Show Nuff. Hey, that boy Show Nuff. Love it when I talk my shit. Ain't that right? Show Nuff. Show Nuff. Love it when I talk my shit. Functional focused kennels, man. Big salute to your brother. You know what I mean? Salute to your breeding you got coming up between your boy and one of AK-47 Chopper's daughters. Hopefully that turns out well. CDC Catch Dogs, aka Big Ja. Big salute to you, brother. Big salute. Like I always tell y'all to do, those of you who are not new to the classroom, you already know what it is. But those of you who might be new to the classroom, we always like to get ready to go. You know what I mean? When we want to get our mind right, relax. There's a lot of things that go on in our day-to-days that might cause us stress and strife. And it's good to be able to kind of calm your nerves so you can concentrate in the classroom. You know what I mean? So get your herbal sensations ready to go. Your bones, your backwoods, your Swisser sweets, your paper planes, You know what I mean? You got your edibles, What else you got, man? Shit, man. The marijuana infused lotions, Man, get your herbal sensations ready to go. Get your lighters ready. Man, if you like your cold brewski like my boy Duro, man, get your Bud Light, your Coors Lights, your Heinekens, Coronas, all that shit, man. Get them brewskis ready to go. Go ahead and crack that thing. Make sure it's nice and cold. You like your shots? What do I mean? Shit, your Hennessy. What else? What else we got, man? We got our tequila. Man, shit, your bourbon, whatever you like, man, get that shit ready to go. And if you keep it simple like the coach do, man, I got my vodka lemonade. Want to give y'all a cheers. Appreciate everybody showing up like we always do. And man, we gonna cook like we always do every Thursday night in the classroom. So big ups to y'all, man. Love y'all. Cheers and respect. Salute, K, man. Oh man, need that. Oh, we need that. So like I always do, I like to, recap my work week. We had some decent days as far as, a little bit of sunshine for about a couple of days during this week. And then, it's been raining, you know what I mean? Getting them spring showers coming in and a little bit of stormage here or there, but overall a pretty solid week. This week via social media, I went ahead and posted, one of my top tier next level breedings that I had planned for this year. And, that's my bull herder program. One of the main reasons why I even decided to do a bull herder is because I've never bred a sport dog. And I had two of my clients buy two different type of my band dogs. One was an AR-15 band dog, and then one was a AK-74 band dog. And both of them didn't really work out for my clients when it came to the sport type dogs, as far as like being interested in biting sleeves and stuff. And so, me not really you know worrying about that in the formula when I put maximum prey and maximum man drive in my dogs. I wanted to create something that was for the sporting dog world. And that's why I decided to play around with the bull herder concept. Um, I definitely have the freak of nature himself, AK-47 Chopper, which nobody else has. So taking him to a herding dog, a shepherd type dog, you know, should produce some great sport dogs. You know what I mean? So um, I teased the world with it last year. Y'all know that. Y'all remember that. And had a lot of fanfare. Lots of fanfare on that. And told individuals, man, if y'all want to see that, man, I need to see deposits. If y'all want to see breedings like that from the coast, some concept type breedings, I need to see deposits for that, because I'm not in a rush. I got some young females. AK is still, in his prime. So it's not something I have to do, you know what I mean? But, I threw it out there for the world, like, yo, what if, right? What if I take AK to a Kangal? Uh-huh. Wouldn't that be exciting? And of course, the world went crazy. What if I take AK to a Malinois? Wouldn't that be exciting? And of course, the world went crazy, right? But I wanted to see, that if that craze equates to, man, force my hand. You know what I mean? Force me to cook. You know, I mean, I got the best recipes. Force me to cook it for you. But I didn't see that. So because I didn't see that, I went ahead and splashed them and slapped them in their face with it again. Gave them a reminder and I mean, shit, we got the internet going crazy. And I was just talking to Duro today. Shout out to Duro. And I was just mentioning, something that I noticed. Being that I got, two of AK's sons, and they're still young. You know what I mean? It's really not their time yet. They still youngsters. They daddy, they daddy is up. You know what I'm saying? They daddy is LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? They daddy is Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? So it's not really their time yet. But I just kind of flirted with it. I wanted to see amongst the followers and the fans and the supporters, right? If I threw that Black Hawk out there, right? Or if I threw, AK-74, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me. Chopper the Man Stopper, that's his name, but he's an AK-74 band dog, which is an AK-47 Chopper Man Stopper. You know what I mean? That's who Chopper the Man Stopper is. He's an AK-74 band dog, which is AK-47 Chopper. That's a man biter and prey getter. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I was like, man, let me go ahead and tease them with this one, right? And I put Black Hawk up there with Coco, right? And I asked a question because I wanted to see, because everybody know the chop. Everybody's excited about the chopper and his bull herder, program with the Kangal, my Kangal bitch from Serbia, Snow White, and my bitch Coco from Kosovo, right? So man, I put that thing up with Black Hawk, and I asked the question. It's like, man, should I cook up AK son Black Hawk to this Malinois? Should I give him his opportunity to have him a bull herder too? And I was telling Duro, man, that shout out to AK. I mean, I gotta shout him out because that's his son. He produced that boy. That's AK put a stamp on everything that he put his semen in. Anything his semen is mixed into, as far as a doggy egg, right? A female dog egg. You put his semen to that, he put a stamp on it all. So I got to give him his shout out. But I was telling Duro, I was like, damn it, man, my boy Black Hawk. I mean, shit. His man, when I did AK's post, and I can go back in time. I can pull out the first initial AK post that I first did with him in the Malinois, and that did big numbers too. You know what I'm saying? That's in the thousands of likes and hundreds of comments. I mean, he did his thing, but I was just telling Duro, like, damn it, that boy Black Hawk is doing those numbers in a matter of days. Like one day he's at 1,300, 1,200, 1,300 likes and hundreds of comments. I mean, they going ham over that shit. DM jumping out the gym, shit like that. But I'll just tell him, Duro's like, you know what? This is what it's about for me, is that I take a dog that I purchased, and thank God for my vision and knowing how to pick out dogs and knowing what I recipe, and not the breeder tell me what, and I'm not going to say that in a negative way, because breeders know their dogs, but me being who I am and knowing why I'm spending my money, and and not having an influence of a breeder saying, hey coach, by the way, you get this dog because this is what the market like, and me telling my the breeder that I'm spending top tier money with, like, bro, I already know what I want, man. No disrespect, man, but just stack the dogs up for me. I need to see the structure, because y'all know how I operate with Formula One, right? I'm frames, brains, and motor. Coach don't care about no damn color. Y'all heard me say that multiple times. I'm frames, brains, and motors. That's how I pick out dogs. That's how I operate with dogs. That's how I build dogs. So me picking out AK based off of that criteria, me spending top tier dollars for them, shipping them from overseas. God bless me with a freak of nature who he has become, and then him being Dr. Dre in the dog pussy. Excuse my language, y'all. You know what I mean? In the dog womb, Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? On them eggs, you know what I mean? Shout out to my boy AK77 Chopper, aka the Bone Crusher. But yo, him putting his signature on everything he touched, produced my boy Black Hawk. And not only that, but his mama. Rest in peace. His mama, she's in my whole, my Hall of Fame of bitches. You know what I mean? She produced my, she's my foundation bitch. Her name is Holy Spirit, man. My game pit bull bitch, Holy Spirit. Okay, y'all seen how beautiful that bitch is. If y'all don't know who that bitch is, go scroll down my timeline. Go scroll down my shit on my IG. Go look and see Holy Spirit. That's a bad bitch. I produce that bitch too. You know what I'm saying? That's my recipe, but I produce that bitch. But anyway, me taking AK to Holy Spirit and producing Black Hawk, and then him getting a fanfare damn near, damn near more than his daddy. Damn near more than his daddy. And Duro's like, he's like, Coach, Coach, I told you that boy, he was like, Coach, I told you that boy Black Hawk, I told you he would, like shout out to Duro. He told me that shit a while ago too. I agree with him. He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, you did say that. But, me, believe it or not, I'm a humble man. I've been through ups and downs of life, back around, ups and downs again, all the shit. So I know how to be grounded and be grateful. I know how not to let the air get to my head and me get lofty to where I gotta have somebody pop my shit back down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So when I see my creations, I scrutinize my shit harder than the other person who, might not be so hard on their work as me. You know what I mean? So I'm always looking at things from a different lens. However, I know the time that I put into the recipes. I know what I'm doing in the lab. And to get that confirmation about Black Hawk, to supersede possibly his daddy. Now, the only way he's going to pass AK is if he can produce like him or better. I mean, popularity, that's fine. But if you're not producing like your daddy, and that's not just one dog you produce me. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like how AK's dad is who he is, right? Gunner. Y'all know who AK dad is. You know what I mean? A specimen. But there's only one that he's produced that is on his level as far as popularity and past him as far as productions. What I'm saying is productions is, show me another Gunner son, but you're not going to find it. Them boys in the UK didn't have it. I know all them boys. And you're not going to have it now because, the UK done banned them damn big-ass pit bulls, so Gunner's in hiding or his balls is clipped. Anyway, but, show me another Gunner son that got the wave like Gunner and produces better than Gunner. Well, there is none. There's only AK. Okay, so AK done took his daddy's throne. Now he's trying to produce like his grandfather, right? His grandfather's a great producer. You know what I mean? Go check out Crack Kennel. Shout out to Greg. King Murdoch is his daddy or his granddaddy. Okay, great producer. But AK superseded and passed his dad. Okay, got the popularity like his dad and produced better than his dad. But see, Black Hawk, you know, he's still a youngster, man. That boy, what, 2? Gonna probably be 3, probably what, I think August or something like that. Shit, he's a youngster, little baby, teenager. But man, he got the internet jumping. That boy got everybody like, Coach, you gotta do that. Coach, you gotta do that. Please, Coach, do that. I want that. I need that. So man, shout out to Black Hawk. And then I did another one with Chopper the Man Stopper. You know what I mean? He doing a little bit of numbers, man. That one's gonna be a really good one too. I already know that's gonna be a good one because of what, you know, who Chopper the Man Stopper is. You know, like that's AK's twin. You know, however, the difference between him and AK is that his prey drive and his man drive is just how I cooked them up in my lab on a whole nother level. That's the difference between Chopper the Man Stopper and his daddy. You know what I mean? He's not as big as AK, but man, he looked just like him, got that intense drive like that, like him, focus like him, love to bite shit like him, but he really liked to bite, you know what I mean? Other shit than bones. Other shit than the spring pole. You know what I mean? He's like that. But I mean, that's just how I cooked him up in the lab. So I got big plans for him. But shout out to Black Hawk, man. That boy's becoming a superstar, just like his daddy. Just like his daddy, man. But you know, solid week. Puppies are doing well. You know, still dealing with all the window shoppers. Horrible. But that's what it is. I mean, it is what it is. Ain't nothing new. Same old, same old. But what I'm gonna do is drop the link. I'm gonna scroll in the ticker. Hey, Joe, if you want to come up, man, feel free, man, to hit that link as well too. We want to definitely talk about last night's live. You know what I mean? And I would love to get the feedback of the chat and the panel as we talked about what we talked about last night. So I'm gonna drop the link. And whoever's qualified to come on up, and we're going to communicate and do what we do best, man. So, the link is in the chat. Come on up. Come on up if you're qualified. Yeah, man. Shout out to Black Hawk. And then, like I said, man, this spring, you know, as the weather get nice, and you know, I'm looking forward to showing you all my other stuff too, man. That's amazing. Duro,
Coach,
what's good with you, man?
Man, nothing but love, bro. Nothing but love.
Yeah, glory to God, man. Salute. K-Man,
Yo.
what's good with you?
It's like the internet's cooperating a little bit.
Oh, that's good. That's great. That's that Tony the Tiger. That's that great.
I was worried at first. Yep.
What's up, fellas?
Ready?
How you doing, Coach?
What's good?
How you doing?
What up, Letty?
How you doing, Caveman?
Man, I'm good, bro. How you?
I'm good, man. I'm loving this dog.
Oh man,
bro.
I'm tired.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yes,
What
sir.
up, Hobby?
What up,
Warm
Darrell?
weather.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you Ivy.
Oh, well, you know what I mean? We got the panel up here. And you know,
Hey, Coach.
we you know, definitely I want to hear y'all point of view. Yeah.
Hey, Coach. Before
Can you hear me?
we start, I would like to say something to the brothers first.
Go ahead.
So if y'all could bear with me and put y'all mics on for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. All right. Now, when I started coming on Coach Live and I started being in the classroom, getting this game, I see each and every one of y'all on the panel right with me. We all started to talk on the chat. We all started to join the panel when Coach opened it up for us to get up here and have a voice. I put us together, excuse me, because I wanted us to build together. My vision of us, of Dogmen coming together and us building something together and have a brotherhood. It's a lot of foolishness and a lot of backstabbing that's been going on, and I'm not happy about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit up here with y'all and act like I'm happy about it. It happened before, you know what I'm saying? And it's happening again. And we all grown. We all supposed to be brothers. This supposed to be a community when we don't backbite. This supposed to be a community where we got love for each other. We supposed to be doing business with each other. But instead, people are sitting up here talking trash about each other, letting outside people in the business that ain't got nothing to do with nothing and don't know nothing, don't know us, don't know me, but got an opinion on us. And this is what y'all doing? I deserve way more respect than that, man. Coach deserve way more respect than that, man. And importantly, y'all deserve to respect each other way more than that, man. I just had a live on Doro Lounge about us being a brotherhood, about us being together. You guys don't know my vision and understand how close we are to achieving something great. We support each other. Y'all come on my show. We support each other. We go on Josh's show. We support each other. We on Coach show. And then when we go on NWA or anybody else show, we show each other support and love. You understand? I'm not happy, man. And I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm happy. What was going on in the chat last night was disrespectful. What was going on in the chat last night, not only was y'all disrespecting the business of Coach, but y'all was disrespecting the business of NWA. You understand? We supposed to represent. This supposed to be the real dog community. This ain't supposed to be no community where we act like clowns. Come on, man. Brothers supposed to stand together. We supposed to ride together. We ain't supposed to fall over nothing stupid, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? I called Coach and I asked Coach, I said, man, before we get this started on your show, can I have a minute to speak to my brothers? Because like I said, every last one of us got a purpose, man. This thing wasn't happening when we was in the classroom talking about dogs. And now all of a sudden, it's not about the dogs no more, and it's about sucker stuff. It's about backbiting. Come on, man. Brothers supposed to take each other in the yard, get whatever we need to get off our chest, and keep it moving. Ain't that what I did, huh? When y'all thought I had a situation, when y'all thought I had a problem with y'all, ain't that what I did, huh? So why can't y'all do it? Come on, man. That's all I got to say. Let's go.
Wow. Let's go, man.
Okay.
I'm
Now,
not
okay.
involved
So,
in that.
well, let me. Can I interject real quick, gentlemen? So, Duro said what he said, and understand that he's saying it out of love. And like I said, as brothers, we already said that we can always discuss what we need to discuss, being that this is family type shit and brother type shit, but we got to keep our Whitney Houston out of it. Now, obviously, there's pain in how Duro feels, though. You know what I'm saying? And I feel this pain because it's pain out of love. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna speak for myself as coach. I done been through way more pain. I mean, I'm sure we could all. I'm sure it's subjective, but I've been through enough pain and emotional turmoil and scarring from loved ones that you care about, that you do everything for, but then they fuck you in your ass with your own dick. Excuse my language. Okay. And that's just the crazy thing about people that you care about. You know, they're close to you, and then it surprises you when things happen that shouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So us having this family discussion on this live is fair, you know, because I want people who listen to us to understand that, you know, I mean, we ain't gonna be petty about anything like this. We address it and then we move on. And as long as things are said out of love and not maliciously, we can just, you know, we could deal with that because we're not women. And that's no disrespect to the women who might want to listen or who listen to us, but we got to stand up as men and handle things like men and just say, you know what, we understand, we can move on, you know what I'm saying? And let's move on from it. But at the same time, it should never be, if we're going to have competition amongst us brothers, it should be friendly competition. It should be competition to level us up. It shouldn't be competition to divide us. Not to say that that's what it is, but one thing about fame goes back to what we talk about with that social media fame, like what I was talking about, is like when individuals get enough following and stuff like that, then there could be a lot of confusion because you got you know, followers that tap into you and want you to do certain type of things and want you to represent a certain type of way. However, we should never let our following dictate our brotherhood if we real brothers. You know what I'm saying? We should always be able to come to the table if we got a disagreement and talk about it. And that's what I want us to do, because I always told you that we're not going to be about any drama. We're going to be about the dogs. We will talk about, you know, topics of discussion like we're going to talk about tonight, because I want to hear y'all's opinion on this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I spoke my piece, but you know, in my classroom, it's mainly about the dogs. You know what I'm saying? I said my thing about, you know, the fans versus the supporters, because I'm telling y'all from the coach's perspective, me being a player coach. You know, I didn't make it about no individuals. You know what I mean? I didn't make it about any dog man. I made it about my experience dealing with me being a popular, you know, social media dog man. Okay. However, you know, tonight we're going to talk about the subject matter of last night, you know, and I want your feedback. So please, Daryl said what he said, but my brothers, especially y'all on my panel right there, y'all better take that as love. Take that as one of your brothers just speaking his heart and saying, you know what? I understand. Now let it go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that y'all going to carry it, but I don't want no Whitney Houston. We too, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got no time for none of this emotional dog man shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's stick together. Let's move on. And let's keep making it about the dogs, and let's keep elevating. And if we got a problem with our brother, pull him aside and say, hey, man, what's going on? You know what I mean? Don't speculate shit. Talk. You got y'all brothers. We all got each other's numbers for the most part. We all got a way to contact each other. Hit them up like, hey, man, hey, what's going on? Woo. Get it out. Solve it. Let's move on. But let's not air our dirty laundry out on other people's platform. Let's not be reckless. Let's not backbite each other, because that's not how we operate. And I don't want to be a part of that type shit, because that's what I stay away from. And I don't want y'all to be a part of it too, because that's going to separate y'all from the real reason why we're here, which is the dog. So I digress, and let's just move on from this. Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
I'm good.
I'm straight. Yeah.
I'm good too, man.
Okay, good. It's love, y'all. Come on now. It's love. So let's keep it that way, you know, and let's be an example out here, because that's what they want. You know what I mean? Like real shit. Motherfuckers who's watching us, and then let's say if we got some real cohesion, they want that dissension in the shit. They want that.
That's
so just pay attention to it. You know, just pay attention to that, because that's what a lot of people got going on. And guess what? When we funking, that's when we're going to get the most views. And that's not what we hear about. You know what I mean? Oh, you know that the coach and the was funking on the live. Oh man, we probably gonna get a 500 views this time. The most we ever had. 1,000 views, because they thought we was funking on this bitch on some soap opera shit, like K-Man was saying. We ain't on no fucking soap opera shit over here. So let's keep it moving. Shall we? So before we get started, Joe, if you in this chat, man, I was like looking for our live, and I noticed today that I couldn't find it at first. Like, damn, where'd our live go? And I was like looking, I was like, damn, did we get deleted or something? Because it got kind of direct. But then I noticed that the thumbnail was changed, man, and I was like, wait a minute, man. I seen Brian on there, then I seen me and Dre's hashtag on there in the black, and I'm like, yo, but I was like, yo, I ain't really feeling that, because that content has nothing to. I mean, the subject matter kind of came up based off of that, but the content was me and Dre's content, and we was talking about something totally different. You know what I'm saying? Than what they was. So, you know, I love you, Joe, but man, I ain't really feeling that, man. I just gotta voice my opinion on that one, brother. Like, cause that's me and Dre's content. So I would like for you to put it back the way you had it if you can, just because that represents me and Dre, and that's me and Dre's content. Salute to Brian. And I know why you did it, you know what I'm saying? Because it just kind of carries on the wave that you already got going with that, with Brian and Tony's content. And it, you know what I mean? Oh, they see that same thumbnail, they click on it, but that don't give us the credit. You know what I mean? Whoever comes and clicks on that, they clicking on that for me, Dre, and you. You know what I'm saying? They not clicking on that for Brian and Tony. You know what I'm saying? Because that content had nothing to do with them. So if you can, for me and Dre, man, just go ahead back to the original thumbnail, man, because that's me and Dre shit and yours. You feel me? So it's all good. Okay, that day is what it is. I expected that, but we'll leave it alone, Joe. Just go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm just voicing my opinion. That is NWA's content. I figured that you was going to say that, but I'm just voicing my opinion. But hey, do what you do, Joe. Do what you do, brother. That's your content. I digress. But let's go ahead and talk about the topic tonight. So most of you guys was in the chat, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you guys feel about the live, and how did it go? You know what I'm saying? I want, y'all was in the audience. How did y'all feel?
Me personally, I enjoyed that, John, because it was 3 different people, with, like I said, like with different views, different men, different points, and everybody gave and handled their own business. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, all right, you know what I'm saying? With Dre brung, Coach, you followed up, and what you brung, Dre followed up. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that type of thing. And then we had NWA in there, just, you know what I'm saying, really like seeing that thing through. He'll say this, he'll say that. You know what I mean? So it was a well-balanced interview. I really enjoyed it. Me personally, I liked it, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, Coach. 3 different, just like what Doro said, 3 different men, 3 different visions, 3 different perspectives. And everybody was coinciding with each other. Everything was meshing, and it was all good, you know what I'm saying? And people needed to hear all of this information. Yeah.
Oh, I think it was really a great show. First off, all 3 of y'all brothers, y'all really did y'all thing, and y'all really sat down and talked on some great points and things that are currently happening, and expressing y'all opinions on not directly certain people, but well, kind of, but uh, just really letting the stuff be known, letting people know that, hey, I see your agenda. I see what you're trying to do. I see where you're trying to take me, or take what I'm saying and do with it. So I think it was really just a great way of showing that people aren't as dumb or attentive as they think they are.
Yeah, and there's no mixed guidance anywhere.
Hey, Joe, I see you in the back room, but it says that your device is not connected. So I do see you in the back room, but I can't click you up there. Oh, gotcha. All right, we got NWA County Corso up on up in the panel, man. Salute, Joe.
Salute, Joe.
Salute. Hey, Coach.
Big
Yeah, what's
Joe.
going on, y'all? Coach,
What
let
up,
me
bro?
let me say something about how I do my thing. That's NWA content, but it's our content too, right? So if you don't know this because you don't look at my channel, it's temporary thumbnails that always come up. While I get my boy to cook them up on the final, what you call it. Our images are always on the front. But I do put up stuff. There was thumbnails I just put up that didn't just to do the show.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's our show. It's NWA content. It was my idea to invite y'all. And so, like, bro, I wish you would have called me with that one. Real talk.
I mean, it's not a big deal, Joe. Like I said, I mean, that's something that
because I was work. That was going to happen anyway. But it's kind of like the way you just said it was kind of what the fuck. You know what I mean? To me,
right, no doubt. And like I said, to me, that's how I felt. I was like that same thing when I was like, you know, you and it's like I said, it's still your show, and like you said, it's your content. So, Joe, I don't have no hard feelings, but you know,
okay.
I have to express myself too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna have no hard. I'm not gonna have no
hard feelings. Yeah. But
please.
you know, but since you don't know how it go, man, if you look at all my thumbnails, most of the people on front, I just put shit on the front for temporary. But I'm a cooking, bro. I'm not trying to take nothing away from you. You know what I mean? I don't want you to feel that way.
Okay.
Yeah, because you gotta look at my makeup coach. My whole show ain't about me. Period. They don't come to see me.
Right.
Yeah. So don't ever think I'm trying to do something shicey or take something away from you.
Okay.
Okay, brother.
Hey, Joe, Dundada, man.
Yes,
That's Dundada. You ain't gonna hear nothing from me. Do whatever you want.
Coach, you got my number, bro. You know, if it's something like that, Coach, call me because it made me look kind of embarrassing when you did that.
Okay, well, I apologize in that sense.
It's all good, bro. You know I love you, man.
No, I do apologize for that. And there's no hard feelings. Do what you want.
Oh, no,
Joe.
not at all. Not at all. You know, Formula One family, I love you guys. Y'all keep it together, man.
I love you, Joe.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
All right. I'm listening in.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right.
All right. So as y'all know, we just had Joe on the line. You know, I mean, no hard feelings between Joe and I. You know, I just voiced my opinion. He gave me his. I understand exactly what he got to say. It's his content. I get it. And, you know, Joe, do what you want with your content, brother. I'm still here to support you, man. It's all love. So let's keep it moving, though. But let's talk about last night's show. I thought it went great, too. I definitely, you know, got a lot of respect for Joe and also Dre, too. You know, like I told Dre, it's like, you know, I've been a fan of Dre just of how his decorum is and how he's been handling himself against the onslaught of the game dog or American Pit Bull Terrier community. Right. And, you know, I had to, you know, kind of be aggressive and stick up for him because, you know, I feel that, you know, him being a military man, you know, he got to be politically correct a lot of times. And that doesn't really play in this dog world. You know, you can be the nice guys, but I'm sure you guys heard this saying before that nice guys finish last. Yep. And it shouldn't be that way. However, in a dog eat dog world, right? That's what you have to expect. And when you try to do something right in a game that is wrong, like the American Pit Bull Terrier / game dog world, you try to do something right in a game that's wrong, then there's no way you're going to shine in that. You know what I mean? I mean, look what they did to Jesus Christ in this world full of Satan and demons. You feel me? They crucified him.
Facts.
So you think you're going to come in, not knocking Dre what he was trying to do, but Dre coming in, trying to do something positive and put the positive, you think they really gonna accept that? No, they're gonna stone you, and you know they're gonna take the fucking murderer and the dog fighter and the dog killer, one that got you know been to prison, all the shit over the motherfucker trying to better the breed and save the breed. They're not gonna uplift you. So I definitely wanted to add, you know, my 3 cents into that just to encourage Dre and just let him know, like, man, I mean, you know, honestly, what did you expect? Really? I mean, I've been to enough of their games to know that that's a losing battle.
Lose. You can't win for losing.
At all. You know? So, you know, I was grateful that I was able to, you know, stand up for him and, you know, encourage him about it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just add my little, like I said, 3 cents in there. And, you know, I just wanted it, you know, people to hear my point of view on some of the topics. But did you think that we talked about enough of the stuff that needed to be talked about, or did we leave anything out? You guys want to elaborate on any of the things that we talked about?
I feel like we should have went on. I think y'all should have went in a little bit more about the suckers that's still in content. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, from other channels, because I didn't heard my stuff being repeated a couple times.
Nah, that's a fact.
Hey, a shout out to Dre because he mentioned that too. And those of you who have been in our in our classroom, and of course us in the back chat, you know what I mean? And we talk about these things, we talk about the stuff that we talk about being regurgitated in other people's, content. And, always encourage my brothers, like, what, being that we pioneers and, we talking from a classroom perspective, people who want to learn and want to get content, they're going to listen because eventually they're going to run out of content. So I always tell my brothers, and y'all know I'll be telling you this, like, expect it. They're going to do that. And us, coming at them like, hey, you plagiarism, they're going to steal it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and elaborate. I want y'all to elaborate and tell me how y'all feel about it, because this is something that we did talk about a while back. I told you guys to expect it. You know what I mean? It is going to happen. It is what it is. But, man, I mean, go ahead, Duro. Go ahead and speak your mind, Duro.
Honestly, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, like, don't pay it no mind, or like my young boy say, CDC, he say, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know the right message is getting out. And I hear that. And my main thing is, you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna take some words out my mouth or some information that I know, excuse me, that you don't know, and you taking it, you know what I'm saying? And that's helping to build your platform. But you ain't showing love and saying, yo, I heard the young boy Doro saying, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, and I want to elaborate on this, that, and the third. You just gonna take my shit, you feel me, and just say it like you were saying it. I got a problem with that, because at the same time, when I make these videos or these lives, whether you got it from my content, my interview with CDC, or you got it from my page, you know what I'm saying, I spend time on that. I spend time on making that live, or making that interview, or making my content on my channel. So if you heard me say that on one of my nighttime walking talks, or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? Like, show that love. Like, I don't appreciate that, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never, if I wasn't cool with you, coach, I would never hear something on this channel and then take it and then say it like I said it. First of all, I'm not that type of guy.
Right.
But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's them rotten motherfuckers, excuse me, but it's them rotten people that, that's doing that, you know what I'm saying, that feel like they up here, and they got more of a following than, you know what I'm saying, us, or they got more following than me, or whatever the case is, and they taking and they got their little peanut gallery, oh, you know what I'm saying, oh yeah, that's right, and this, that, and the third, but I'm like, damn. I'm sitting there like, damn, like, you wouldn't even know that. For real. And I know these people don't be knowing this shit, man, because they wasn't in the vet field.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I know they wasn't saying that shit like that. Like, and it's like Dre said last night, like, you know what I'm saying? I could feel it. Like, they scared to let me into that, on that big scene, because they know they can't step with me. You know what I'm saying? They know for real, they can't step with me. The knowledge I got when it comes to that level, you can't step with me, man.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's like, you know what I mean? You taking my stuff, like, I don't appreciate that. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I don't appreciate that either, man. Suckers. Yeah, man.
Hey, now Max said something, man. He said, they say if you're not working your dogs or have dogs with titles, we shouldn't have nothing to say. Let me elaborate on that. I had a gentleman in my comment section, because we give the spectators, the naysayers, and the haters a voice. I let them speak. But sometimes I gotta intervene when I hear ignorance, right? And so, dude is telling me about, you know, the formula that I'm gonna cook up with let's say Black Hawk, you know, because Black Hawk is going ham. That I'm taking away from the Malinois by throwing Black Hawk into the equation, right? And so he's telling me like, "Oh, I scored on your page. I don't see your dogs doing any work," and I'm just like, "Nigga, bro, like the work that my dogs do, I can't show it. I can't show you the freaking bone crushing power of AK-47 chopper. I can't show you the bulldog gameness, the toughness, and the drive of a shaka. I can't show you the wanting to bite anybody who's a stranger of one of my AK see my AR-15 band dog, my boy Killer Whale, who anybody who come up, he want to kill him. I can't show the world that my shit will get flagged so fast. Hey, y'all remember? I don't know if y'all remember this. Remember when I showed? Man, that shit went so crazy, bro. Remember when I had Holy Spirit and Shaka in the kennel, and they was like biting each other between the kennel bars, and it was a bloody mess.
Yeah.
I showed a quick little, just a quick little, and they wasn't locked on. It was just them, just you know. I caught
just a little nick.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, they was going crazy. Oh my goodness. I mean, it was good TV. But man, so much hate that Fur Moms is on there. Come on, man. So it's like this is what you get from certain individuals who are in that field. And we're not going to knock you if that's what you do. If you do that sporting dog type stuff, that's the work you do. That's fine. That doesn't mean that the next dogs don't work. Just because you do that sport stuff, and salute to you who do it, but don't say, oh, show me your dogs biting sleeves and doing that sport work. If your dogs ain't doing that sport work and biting sleeves, your dog ain't working dogs. I mean, that's rubbish. You know what I'm saying?
No, really.
First of all, I want to know who is they. Who is they that said that, Mac? I want to know who is they.
People that say that, Duro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that say that. The day is such a blanket,
half of them
60-degree term. A lot of people say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if your dog ain't doing this shit, some type shit, it ain't a working dog. What? Like I said, I got dogs that won't fucking that will bite the fuck out of you. Won't even twice about biting the sleeve. Look at that shit like that's a I don't want to bite that shit, but you come around and watch what happens.
Yeah. Real dog.
Man around and watch what happens.
I had a show last what was that, Saturday, I think. I think the same individual kind of said the same thing. One of my guests saying learn your breed's history and understand your breed's history and what they did before or what they were made for. Just regurgitate. And I try my fight is trying to understand within myself when you say it's okay because you understand that people are learning. I think that's my fight with that situation or that stigma that continues to happen.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me see. My man has hit me up on this thing on this chat real quick. Maybe even mention this stuff. What's that? Pan cone? You're on the screen, my brother. Whoever you are, bro. DM me on my IG if you're serious, because I see you asking about red tiger puppies and stuff like that. Please do not DM me if you ain't got your money right. If you just want to know prices, you know, I'm nothing against you, my brother or a sister, whoever you might be, but please don't do that. If you want a red tiger pup, because you've been mentioning it a while, I got them for you. If you really want one, I got them. DM me on my IG. That's the dog god, aka the coach. Go to my IG, DM me, tell me who you are. I was on the live, and I really want me a red tiger pup. I need some information. I'll get information. If you ready to play ball, man, we can do that. But I digress, man. Go ahead, y'all.
I'm at this point, I'm getting to where I'm like, it's okay. Like you understand people are gonna learn what your guest or what your show is saying is being processed and put out there, no matter, excuse me, if it's coming from you or from somebody that may be bigger than you. Do I like it? No, but I don't think there's a way we would be able to stop somebody from regurgitating, excuse me, something or saying the same thing. So I think I like at this point I've been okay with it, and I haven't seen much of it as you guys may have. So I can't say too much, but I've been okay with it just because my page is based on learning and having different experiences in walks of life. So I'll come to terms with it being okay on my end.
But you know why I feel like you feel that way though, bro? Is
But
because you coming from like, yeah, you create the content, like you edit it, do your thing and all that, bro.
right,
But at the same time, once you start doing like me and you talked about it today on the phone, like when you start doing breedings and stuff
yeah,
like that, or you start doing stuff, you start learning stuff of your own, and
right.
you say you put some information out there, and somebody go out and then take the information that you put out there and repeat that as if they put it out there, that you don't think that'll bother you? Because right now
I
you in
think
an interviewing type of thing, in
right,
an interviewing type of situation. So
yeah,
it's not really you saying nothing. You really just asking the questions, and your guess is giving you the answer type of thing.
right. I
But
see.
if it
Yeah,
was,
like I said, like y'all got a different approach to what we doing, and y'all been doing it a little bit longer than me. So like I said, it probably would because some things I might want to keep inclusive, or I might want to keep within me. But I don't know if I would say that on the live then or on a podcast.
I understand.
Yeah.
Right. But no, I
I,
get what you're saying though, 100%. I agree.
you know what I
And
mean?
It'll get to me at some point, or in a smaller way.
and you know, as the player coach, I like to lead by example. When I first was on social media, it used to me too. And like I said, I have emotional intelligence. I mentioned that on the on that on the show last night. I have emotional intelligence. Y'all should read that book. It's a good book. So I know how to control my emotions. But like what Doro was saying is true. When you put your blood, sweat, and tears in something, and your blood, sweat, and dog shit, and you put in that work, and more work 3 times, like the coach be talking about, you feel some type of way. And I used to, and I still do, but I know how to control my actions and reactions, if that makes sense. And what you were saying though, CDC, I know that they're going to still, regardless of how I feel and react, I already know it. So
Yeah.
for me to
right.
control my blow off valve, going off on a deep end, my emotions, I just tell myself, brother, there's nothing you could do about it. Just accept the fact that because you are giving that information, and let's say you might be one of the first few that's really regurgitating that shit and putting it to the forefront, and those people are watching you. And just because you don't got a whole bunch of people watching you, the people know, watch this, the big dogs know that where you get your real good content is from the organic small dog group, or dog or groups of people, the organic groups of people. That's where you get your good foundation, great information that you give to the masses. They don't go to the people that already got a big following. They go to us, the roots. You feel me? They go to
Yep,
the roots.
that's a
Right.
fact. That's like Dre was saying yesterday with the whole rap thing, where he was saying like it's like the rap world, and it's true because you know what I'm saying. I used to do music, and you know what I'm saying. It's a couple things that was took from me. You know what I'm saying? That was like, yo, okay, I know where you got that from. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like Homeboy just said, just because you said it, don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, that's the first time. But that's not what I'm talking about. Like how many people know what I'm talking about? That's where I'm coming from. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's where I'm coming from. Like how you don't they don't know what I'm talking about on my show. When I'm talking about on my show, I'm talking about health. How many people is really kicking health on here? A lot of people up here kicking up, they're talking about breedings. They talking about food. They talking about that. That's what they talking about. Doro bring the health stuff. So you gotta know me before you really even say anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I'm not an idiot. I know what a person is saying, even if you take that and you try to flip it a certain way where like you try to say it like you didn't get that from me. Now smaller channels try to do the same thing, but they too dumb to articulate my words. Certain individual too dumb to articulate my words, so he doesn't really know how to really say it, so he end up repeating it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
But it was
it's the
like,
same. What you say, Coach?
but Doro, it was like Nell Max said, take it as a compliment.
No, Tony said
Because
that.
they're never, who said that? I thought it was Nell Max. Who said that?
Tony
Tony
said that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Tony, thank you for correcting me, fellas. Tony, just like Tony said, take it as a compliment. You know what I'm saying? And real talk, because they're watching you, Duro, because they watching you, CDC, whoever got a channel, NWA, whoever got a channel, Dre, because they watching us and we know that they're plagiarizing, then we should feel in our heart, even though it makes us mad, because like, dude, you better give me my respect. However, it's like, you know what? By you stealing from me, that's respect enough.
Yeah, that's
Real
a good
shit.
way to. That's a good way to look at it.
No, because they're never going to give you the credit that we want from these people who's plagiarizing. They're never going to admit it. Never.
No.
So why would we be looking for them to like, hey, you know, Duro, by the way, man, you had great show that you did the other night, man. Duro, you mind if I, piggyback off what you said? And you know what you would say, Duro? You'd be like, go ahead, brother. That's what you would just say that. Like, that's what I would say. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Cool. Because that's respect that you came to me and even asked me.
Facts.
But they don't want you to get the shine, Duro. They don't want Coach to get the shine. They don't want NWA. They don't want CDC, all y'all who got channels and got influence. They don't want y'all to get the shine. They want to shine off of your momentum. That's how the wave world. I mean, why you think in music, prime example, shout out to Dre, shout out to what you just said, Duro. Why everything in music is a remix? Think about it. Even stuff that people originally produced, the melodies they stole from an original song already, they just flipped it.
Yep. No,
and if you knew those songs, right? If you knew those songs back in the day, you'd be like, wait a minute. But somebody who don't know those songs, maybe back in the 70s, right? They might think it was an original compound. It's kind of like how it's kind of like how the Neptunes, Pharrell got sued for that song that he did with Robin Thicke by Marvin Gaye estate. All he did was flip the melody, but they was like, hold on, nigga. You think you slick, huh? They doing like what we talking about. Hold on, nigga. You think you slick? You just flipping that shit, but you still use the same melody and shit, but you flipped it. But you ain't giving me my fucking my royalties on that. And then they won.
Then they get sued for that shit.
Yep.
But see, Duro, but we not in that. You see what I'm saying? Like we're freely giving our information out. We don't have copyrights and shit on our information. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know. I think that's the part that's frustrating, because like I say, I just know that, my purpose in bringing the information that I bring is because I want breeders to do a better job breeding dogs, more healthy dogs, and not just breeding because you can. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing that to the internet, and I get it. Like you could take, I get it. It's like the young boys say. It's like my brother say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Doro, that's how we know the right message is getting out there, and I hear that. But it's that part that it's like, man, I worked hard on doing this. You know what I'm saying? That just for you to take it, walk around in your muscle shirt, feed your dogs, and act like you said that. That bothers me, man. That bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that bothers me, man. I hear all y'all, but at the same time, I'm just a man that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Well, can I make a suggestion? As your brother?
Yeah.
Okay. If you as like the Bible say, man, if you got odds with your brother, man, you need to go reach out to your brother, man. That's what you need to do.
Facts.
I'm gonna keep it a thou wow. If there's something that you feel that you need to discuss with your brother, then you need to reach out to your brother, man. And if your brother ignores you, then you have every right to campaign and protest and confess.
That's the
You
issue.
feel what I'm talking about? Like real shit. If you reached out to your brother and say, "Hey, man, let's have a talk," and that your brother might be, we're gonna talk about your dog brother, right? We're supposed to be dogmen, we should be dog brothers.
Yes.
So if you reached out to your brother and said, "Hey, man, I got a little discrepancy with a couple of things. Can you clarify them with me?" And again, I will advise all of you to use emotional intelligence. Okay, like things could have went left if I was in my Whitney about what I explained to Brother Joe, but I was never in my Whitney about it. You see what I'm saying? So I would
Right.
never let my emotions dictate even Joe correcting me on it and saying, "Coach, this is like this is like that." But my point is this: the fact that we can have a discussion, that's the point. That's what we got to do. Okay.
Right.
So for you, Duro, because you are concerned about it, it vexes you. I know it does. Because it vexes you, you should do that. And if your brother denies that energy, like ignores you, then man, protest it. You got my blessing on that one.
Facts, man.
Check this though. Check this, right? I wanna this is a thing that I want to say to a
I
lot
love
of
you,
people.
Jay. By the way, go ahead.
It's
Go ahead, Duro.
it's a lot of people that I want to say. It's a lot of things I want to say real quick. Again, because a lot of people get a lot of shit misconstrued. It's a difference, and I'm gonna go on a conversation right now real quick. Like it's a difference between being tough and having morals and standing on your morals, right? So a lot of people think, oh, yo, you know what I'm saying? People try to be tough. It ain't nothing, it ain't got shit to do with being tough, but it got everything to do with being a man. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with being tough. You got to understand because you a coward, because you a chump, don't mean that I'm gonna be one. You understand what I'm saying? So don't put that bullshit on me because you don't speak up or because you don't talk your shit. I'm gonna talk my shit. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care how nobody feel about it. So the simple point that I'm making is I heard another sucker come out his mouth, and that's who I'm talking about. Talking about, oh yeah, people think they tough, and you know what I'm saying? You're not tough, or you're tough in this. Listen, bro, listen, understand this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can back up anything that I say out my mouth. I've been boxing for over 30 years. I will knock most of these suckers' head off they shoulders easily. They're not as fast as me. They can't fight like me. And I know that for a fact. So it ain't got nothing to do with being tough. But what I am, what Doro is I'm a stand-up man. I'm not a man that another man can tell me to sit and I'll sit. You understand? I'm a man that if you tell me to sit, I'm going to stand and I'm going to look at you like what it is. So don't ask me to be nothing else than what I am, because this is who I am and what I am. You understand? So at the same time, what these suckers do, they come and you working hard, you doing what you do, you take my information, you put it on your channel, which bothers me is you put it on my channel, you put it on your channel like it was yours. That's what bothered me the most. But I'm not being a Whitney. I'm not being in my feelings. I'm not being a sucker. I'm not being a punk. Because if I was being a punk, then I would go on my channel and lash out. If I was in my feelings, I would go under your comments, on that person comments, and lash out. If I was being like that, you understand what I'm saying? But as men and we having a show, I'm just speaking my mind. I'm just saying, well, ain't this what we was talking about yesterday? So I'm just saying, yo, I agree with y'all because y'all was talking about the same, pretty much the same individuals that I'm talking about.
Yep.
So it ain't really no difference. But I get what you're saying as far as in checking my emotions or not letting it get the best of me.
No, Duro. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you go and you talk to your brother who you have aught with,
That ain't my brother.
do
though.
not bring. Well, hold on, man. If
You
we
talk-
talking dogs, it's about the dogs.
You talking about who you
Duro.
talking about? Because who I'm talking about ain't my brother.
But hold on, man. I'm talking about the dogs. If this is not personal, this is my point I'm making to y'all. This is about the dogs. Now, if you giving dog information, Duro, right? And then another dog man is using your dog information for his dog show, you don't have a fight, or he don't have a fight against you. You have an odd against your dog brother because it's dog content that he's stealing. So then you got to say, okay, man, this ain't personal, brother, but it could get personal if you can't respect the fact that, hey, brother, this is what I'm noticing. Is it what it is? That's what I'm saying. Because we don't know these individuals personally, but at the same time, there's feelings involved based off of what we're talking about, which is the content, the social media dogman type content. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
So I'm saying if you're going to deal with that, because if it keeps happening, it's going to keep making you feel some type of way. So because you have, as a man, you have the right to talk to, let's say, your dog man brother. He's not your brother in a personal sense, but you know what? We respect dogs. We like dogs. Seems like you like feeding your dogs or doing your dogs or making healthy dogs. You like healthy, like you like information. Okay, I feel like you're getting a lot of your information from me, the source. So can I ask you A, B, C, D, like that's what I'm saying by don't put your emotions into that conversation, even though it'll be hard. But the way you get answers from somebody, man, I mean, Duro, you saw the situation where the coach fucking, played with the fucking Whitney Houston on them niggas, and you seen what happened. Then when I curbed it and I didn't put the emotion into it, you seen what happened too. So all I'm saying is that if you're feeling some type of way about something or somebody, you being who you are as a man, you have great conversation, you're smart, you know what I'm saying? You can defend yourself if necessary, but at the same time, we as dog men, we got to be diplomats. We got to be diplomats if you want resolution. If you don't want resolution, then we can go piss on each other. That's what dogs do, right? You go piss on this spot. Psh, oh, I'm going to piss on your spot. Psh, it's going to be a piss fest. And that's never going to get anything solved. So all I'm saying to you, Duro, is that you have a voice, brother. People listen. So I feel that whoever that person might be, they might listen. And if they don't listen, then it's like, okay, I did my diplomatic thing down. Now I'm start pissing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not saying like, oh, you're like you're Whitney over the shit. No, I'm saying as you deal with your brother, do not deal with him in Whitney Houston. Deal with him as a diplomat. That's all I'm saying, family. That's all I'm saying. Because a lot of times people don't know stuff because they don't know it. And then they hear from other people, that such and such, and, that's that feminine shit that we was talking about. Such and such said this, and you ain't never said shit. But I heard that such and such got this problem with you. What? Who's that? I ain't never. Yeah, he said, or she said. Whereas men like us, we gonna go ahead and deal with it. We gonna fuck all what you. I don't need you saying nothing for me. I'm gonna talk to you. Hey man.
Exactly.
Hey brother. Hey brother. But like I say, you have to come at somebody because people's they're already expecting. They're defensive already, and they're already expecting a combative conversation. But when you come at them non-combative, then they disarm themselves, and then now you have a man-to-man conversation. But if I come out there, with my chest up, not to say that's what you're gonna do, Duro. I'm just talking in general. If I come up there with my chest up, my weapons and my army, and everybody looking like they're ready for war, and I'm trying to talk to you as a diplomat, they're not gonna receive that well. But if I come in my suit, you know what I'm saying? I come in my drink on me.
They might not receive that well. They might say, "Who is this corny motherfucker coming to talk to me?" You can't talk.
that's when you drop the bomb on them weak
and
ass
that shit go
motherfuckers.
left. So at
That's
the same time, it's the same type of shit because you approach like the people that I'm speaking about, they suckers. They straight suckers, man. Nobody ever liked them. They don't have no friends for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? In real life. So you can already tell what the fuck they on. So you can tell that shit, bro. So I'm talking about if you approachable. So I'm saying if I ain't know you and I felt some type of way, you know what I'm saying? I could approach you and be like, hey fam, you know, such and such. If I ain't know you, you would listen. Probably because you that type of bull. But these other individuals, they ain't that type of people. You know what I'm saying? They try to shit on regular people already. So you think if I jump, hey, such and such and such, you think them niggas really gonna reach back and be like, oh, yeah, such and such and such? Nah, they gonna say something corny, and it's gonna really, you know what I'm saying, turn something that it don't even gotta be.
Gotcha.
Or they gonna, you know what I'm saying, or they gonna hide because they not really like that. So that's the point that I'm making. So sometimes it's better not to even say nothing to somebody, but since they listening, to let them know that I'm on to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you can't approach everybody because sometimes it go to that. It's like that sour ass star. You know what I'm saying? He too good to take a picture with you, but you bought his album. Or that sour ass basketball player. He too good to sign your basketball, but you got on the shoes. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like that. So how that make you feel as a man? You go to the game, you stand, oh my God, LeBron, I love you. He walked by you like you nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's always that too. So not everybody, not all these suckers is approachable and able and willing to man up. Because you got to be a certain type of man to receive something. You got to be a
Right.
certain type of man to have a certain ear to things. Every man don't want to open up and listen to something because they pride too high, because they chest poked out, because they ain't never been nothing. So now they got a little something. So now they straight suckers. That's why they become police officers, man. It's the
Ah,
same thing.
Nah, that's real. That's
It's
real
the
truth,
same
right?
thing, man. I know it is. It's the same thing.
Yep.
shit. Damn it, man. Oh. And you're speaking the truth though. I mean, like you're speaking the
Nothing
truth,
but
and
true.
and that's very unfortunate. I mean, that's very
Man, I'm fired
unfortunate that
up
it's
tonight,
true, but
man. I'm fired up tonight.
I mean, talk your shit, nigga.
Word.
That's what I come. That's what I come to do, man.
Facts. Talk it, man.
uh, I mean, hey, salute to the classroom. This is what y'all getting in the classroom when we talk everything, but the ultimate goal in this conversation is for us to better handle things as men, especially when we love these dogs, and especially when we're supposed to be united, and we can resolve any problems that we might have amongst each other as men, and that's why I always try to tell you guys, to control your Whitney, man, because that's what women, how it is, all of us have women, what I mean, if you on some Marvin Gaye shit, I mean, I don't know anything about that, but those of us who have women, we understand that, women, they lead with their emotions. So a lot of times when they feel some type of way, they take away that rationale and they lead with their feelings. And those of us who are men, we got to understand that. See, how we respond in feelings is different than how women respond. See, we respond and we want to hurt somebody and fight somebody and shit. You know what I'm saying? And kill somebody and do things like that. And as men, that's why a lot of wars is happening around the world and things of that nature, is because emotions, whereas we can think logical and reasonable and sit down at the table like diplomats, you know what I mean, and talk it out. And then when you talk it out, you be like, damn it, man, this shit could have ended in World War III or whatever. We could have hit the atomic bomb button. But man, I thank you for talking it out, man, because I didn't know, right? I didn't know if that's how you felt. You got a point. Well, man, bro, I didn't know that's how you felt. You got a point. Okay, well, let's resolve that. Cool. And that's how a lot of this shit ends in conversations. But what you saying, Duro, has a lot of point, because there are people in high places that are so, outside of themselves that they can't see the forest from the trees, and they can't see a reasonable conversation to resolution. They rather see fuck you, peon. And that's very unfortunate for those individuals. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel that you just rather keep away from that, I get it. Because, I get it. You know what I mean? And that's why I stay away from all the shit anyway. I stay away from all the fuckery. Because I
Me
don't want to
too.
be involved in this shit.
Me too, man.
I get tired of people that be on our channel or our panel talking about negativity or this, that, and the third, and be the main people fucking up shit and fucking with the negativity or increasing that shit. And that's the shit I don't like. See, the thing about me is, it's like this, bro. This is how I'm coming. When you see a guy, right, and you go to school with him, or you went to work with him, or he from your block, or whatever the case is, these type of people, you talking to him, bro, pardon me, you talking to him, and you know what I'm saying, he just want to be a part of something. He a goofy dude. He want to be a part of something so bad. I don't trust him. I don't trust nobody who want to be a part of something. If you ain't got no morals and you ain't got no values about yourself as a man, I don't trust you. Because you will sell me down the line for anything. A motherfucker can tell you I give you $5,000 to set him up, or $5,000 to kill him. You would take it because you just want to be a part of something. You just want to be in that shit. That's how you coming. So motherfuckers always got something to say, but why don't you check yourself and see the shit that you do? See the shit that you put out there, the shit that come out your mouth, the shit that you type, the shit that you say behind somebody's back. Because nowadays, if you say something behind somebody's back and another person got an influence over that person, they're going to tell them what they said, man. They're going to tell them what you said. So why don't you do that? You don't know half of the people that you're talking to. You don't know them like that. It's the internet.
Yeah, that's facts.
So at the end of the day, you got to understand. If you don't want to talk to me because you think that this, that, and the third, don't deal with me. Don't deal with me. If you think I'm negative or you think this, that, and the third, then don't deal with me. I don't care. It's no skin off my back. I'm going to keep moving, keep pushing. I'm not a negative person. What I am is a man that's a man and is a man's man. And don't ask me to be nothing more, nothing less. And I told my own mama that. You understand? She told me I need to let something go with a certain individual I had a problem with. And I told her no. I said, no, ma, I can't. Because as a man, what that person said to me, he got to see me about that. Because that's some shit you don't say to another man. But I understand your point. Because you my mom, you don't want to see nothing happen. But at the same time, my point is that, as a man, you gotta respect another man, bro. You can't sleep on nobody. I don't care if you think he a sucker. I don't care if you think he a chump. I don't care if that kid was getting slapped in school. That's a grown man now, bro. You better respect that. That's what a lot of people ain't keeping in check, bro. And I see a lot of that. I see a lot of that, man. So at the end of the day, people gotta understand, man. You gotta understand the negativity come because what? Negativity ain't coming because Doro said. Negativity ain't coming because Coach said. Negativity ain't coming because CDC said. It ain't coming because, you know what I'm saying, Nell Max said. You understand, CDC? He know what I'm talking about.
Man, I feel it. I'm where I feel it. You feel me?
Man,
I feel you 100%, brother.
come on, man.
A whole lot of yeses, a whole lot of, and not a lot of guesses. Not a lot of thought being put behind them yeses, man.
Come on, man.
And I think that'll be the downfall of not even just that person, but of 2, 3, 4, whoever's a part of that. You get all them yeses, you ain't getting nothing. Ain't nothing getting done. Oh yeah. Ain't nothing getting done.
Ain't nothing gonna get done. So you gotta
Because we're
understand.
not gonna get better. We're not
No,
gonna figure out how to work out different things. No
but that
matter
was
if it's
but the
go
whole
ahead.
in the whole game, brother. The whole point in the whole game is to get better. The whole point in the whole game is for us to come together. It wasn't we didn't come together for negativity.
Nah,
We
that's
came together for prosper together.
Facts.
Did we or did we not?
We did, man. And I
I
mean,
did.
ain't
nah.
not gonna be able to stop that, but it's gonna be some road bumps in the way. But
Yeah,
I feel
and
like with this right here, this would be a perfect way to make people understand them yeses, they ain't gonna get you nowhere. Inviting certain people in that you might not feel like that you don't know well, because we're on the internet already. I don't know Coach outside of this. I don't know Duro outside of this. Well, I do because I talked to you, Duro. Coach, I talked to you a little bit, not too much, but I don't know you. I don't know most of these individuals outside of what I see on the internet or what I hear from them, unless I call them or talk to them.
Nah,
So putting your faith into everybody or putting your faith into certain things that somebody's saying or agreeing with that can get you killed on the internet, wherever. You can put this towards any part of your life, and it's gonna factor in.
let me
So I'm happy.
elaborate
right.
because somebody said they hope they hope that I don't think they want to be a part of something. But that wasn't my
Right.
point in me saying that. The point of me saying that, if you didn't catch that, the point of me saying that people want to be a part of something is that people come with different agendas. Brother Tony, your agenda might be to come on the show and listen to dog content, right? You might want to hear Coach and listen to the game that Coach come to give you because you got an interest in your breeding program or whatever you do, brother. You understand what I'm saying to you? But what I'm saying is, it's this thing that we put together, and this thing that these guys in the panel, all of us are a part of, is what I was speaking of. You understand what I'm saying? Not you coming here and you want to be a part of something because you coming here. That's not what I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about people that have different agendas. That's acting like, oh, we brothers. That's acting like, oh, yeah, Doro, I'm with you. Oh yeah, I'm with you. I hear you. That's what I'm talking about. That's the people that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people that come to and listen.
Can I interject?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Since we are having a real discussion here as brothers, so understand, the topic at hand. I'm gonna put it in the ticker again so that we understand, the energy and why we talking real talk as men, right? So the topic fake social media dogman part 2 recap. That's based off of the conversation that we had on NWA Connie Corso, Joe's podcast, and this is a 360-degree perspective on social media dogman, real or fake. And tonight we having a real discussion, and it's leaning toward more of a family discussion. Gentlemen in the chat or whatever. So just understand that what we talking about, respect it. Understand that we talking so that everybody can resonate with what we're talking about as dogmen and brothers. So don't take our conversation as something that is negative, something that we're about, which is drama, because that's not what we're about over here. I'm just talking as a whole to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, as brothers, we having a real talk conversation. It does tie into the topic you know, that we had and the discussion that we had on Joe's channel. If you guys didn't catch that, please go and check it out. Go subscribe to NWA Conde Corso. It is like all the stuff, comment all the stuff, but at the same time, you know, just respect, you know, our conversation as men, and then also as a panel, you know, if you feel that the conversation is directed at you, then please feel free to speak. You can speak freely if that's what you feel. If not, then we can keep it moving. And at the end of the day, it's not for the drama. So don't think that, you know, you voicing your side is drama. But if you do feel like something is directed at you, you do have the floor to speak. And, you know, as the coach, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind that, you know. Me, I would honestly rather us deal with this type of stuff privately, me personally. But if that's what y'all want to talk about, I'm all for it. So I just wanted to give that disclaimer. So we just having real talk, y'all, in the chat. You feel me? So don't be discouraged. This is just brothers talking. This is how we operate. You feel me? So just keep it moving. But go ahead, man. I had to just intervene and just let the chat know that, you know, we just having real conversation here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So please respect it.
I felt like we was talking about fake social media dogmen.
Yeah.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't about the dogs, where I was coming from, if it's not about the dogs, then you ain't really a dog man. If you can have dogs, if everything you kicking out your mouth or you kicking behind the scenes is negativity, then that's a fake dog man. That's a fake social media dog man trying to come up under you, coach, trying to come up under me, and so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? That was the topic, right? Ain't that what we talking about?
But Duro, are you talking about someone specific? Because if you are, then you need to just say the person.
Man, you don't want me to do that.
I mean, we on the line, you know what I mean? And like I said, we all grown men. And I tell all you guys, okay, leave the Whitney behind, use emotional intelligence, and speak your mind. And that's all we need to do. But we speak our mind for resolution. We don't speak our mind to agitate. We don't speak our mind to add fuel to any fake fire, because that's not what I condone over here. However, as men, I do want us to talk, especially if we are brothers. And I do accept that. I'm okay with that. You know, and some, you know, it can get kind of, you know, aggressive, but it shouldn't be Whitney Houston. Like, it shouldn't be, what I mean by Whitney, it shouldn't be letting it linger on. There ain't no lingering. We communicate, we say what we gotta say, and we resolve it. That's what we do. You feel me? Other than that, you know what I mean? Shit, let it go.
I talked about it already. No,
but is it someone specific? Because you know, I don't know who you're talking about personally, but it seems like you're talking about somebody on the panel.
Word.
Right, because that was the whole point to all this, and no one has called me or messaged me and addressed anything with me. So I thought that was the whole point to the preaching, was to
I think there's been
not
a
have
lot
that
said.
shit.
I think there's been a lot said that hasn't been brought to that individual though. I think that's one thing. But I ain't gonna do that on here, and I ain't gonna. I digress, as Coach says, and I'm gonna be quiet.
What is it, bro?
like I said, man, I said it.
I
said it already.
I heard what you said, Brody.
So okay, okay, all right, hold on. So what I'm taking is that there's some confusion between you know, you Duro and you Reddy. I think I kind of feel that's where it is.
Nah, that's my bro.
I don't got no problem with Reddy.
That's my fam. That's fam.
So okay, so then who is it? I'm confused. I'm confused as a motherfucker.
I don't got no problem with Reddy at all. I don't have no problem with Reddy.
Okay, Caveman, is it you?
I don't know. That was my whole point right there. No, the whole point to what both of you was preaching was calling motherfuckers out, and no one or not doing some punk ass shit, some backstabbing shit, and addressing your brother because you have my fucking number, and no one has done that. So I just assume they're not talking about me. Either that or they're a hypocrite.
I don't know what it is. That's why I'm at. That's why I'm like, Duro, if you can, brother, you know, being that we are on this platform, if it's someone specifically, please, you have the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, say the name. We're grown men. Let's communicate and squash. You have my blessing. Let's communicate and squash.
But the thing is, I've been politically correct this whole time. You see what I'm saying? When I asked you, could I do this thing early? And I spoke to you, I asked you, could you do this thing early? I said, I ain't trying to point nobody out or make nobody feel no type of way. But at the same time, you understand what I'm saying? If first of all right, you know, don't even worry about it. It's cool.
No, I mean, Duro, you've already you addressed it, and we have the floor. And like I said, I want resolution amongst my brothers because honestly, I love all y'all, and I got respect for every single one of y'all. I don't know you guys in the chat. I have love for you guys, but my brothers here, I have a lot of love for y'all because I do pay attention and I do appreciate what y'all give the chat. I do appreciate what y'all give me in the feedback. So I give everyone here their due respect to have a voice. Now, I want resolution amongst my brothers because that's how I operate. You know what I'm saying? I don't operate in feminine emotion, and I'm not saying that's how we operate. However, I want us to, if we have something that we need to say and we're going to say it, we need to be direct. And being that we're on this platform and we're talking about, let's say, fake Dogman, and there's somebody or someone or some individuals who feeling there's fake energy in our brotherhood, I need that shit. I need to know about it. Now, I can care less if y'all can care less, but obviously there's people who care. So if there is, let's just solve it and resolve it right now. That's what I want to do. So if it's somebody, your brother on this panel, say it and let's resolve it and let's move on. That's all I want to do. Let's say it, figure out what it is, get an understanding and resolve it and move on, because we can move past this shit. And I know we can, but I still want it to be addressed and resolved and moved on. So if there's a specific person, Duro, and like I said, I gave you the assistant head coach. So, you know, I mean, you need to speak out and say the individual.
Go ahead, Duro.
Resolution. That's what I want to hear.
I'll be right there behind you, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, like I don't even need nobody to back me up. The simple fact that that's kind of where I'm coming from. Is that, like Caveman just said, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got your phone number or whatever the case is, and if I felt some type of way, I could have called or this, that, and the third. Yeah, that's cool and all that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really trying to do all that on the panel. I came to speak my piece. I came to say what I said. You know what I'm saying? And that's why.
Okay,
That's how.
that's done. Let's drop it. Okay, so then we know what we need to do. So make that phone call as brothers and deal with that like brothers, and then that's done. We're done with that. You know what I'm saying? So what you gentlemen in the chat just heard, you feel me, is some real shit. You know what I mean? Y'all just heard some real shit, and hopefully you guys respect it. But other than that, let's keep it moving. Okay, let's keep it moving about the show. Okay, but anyway, there's love amongst us as brothers, and you know, the conversation is real, and that's what you get, and it's live. You feel me? But at the end of the day, we always handle things righteously as brothers, and we handle things to resolve it. So just know that whatever, you know, ought that we have amongst our brothers here, we're going to resolve it. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully that's an example. You didn't see nobody going crazy, cursing each other out, doing all kind of stupid shit, because I wouldn't allow it either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to allow that. but I still let my brothers speak their mind because, you know, everybody has a right to speak their mind. So if they wanted to speak it, then it is what it is. But, you know, we'll deal with that privately. And that's what I always suggest anyway. But we having a real discussion tonight and it's live and y'all getting this live shit. You feel me? So salute to y'all, man. You know what I mean? Y'all know I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is nothing that we can't resolve as brothers. So please, you know what I mean? Get back in the back and y'all figure that shit out. You know what I mean? But anyway, the show that we had last night, I enjoyed it. I mean, we can go on and on and on, man, about, you know, just dog men and dog women, their tactics. Like I told y'all before, fans, supporters, all the things that, you know, encompasses this social media dogman lifestyle, this social media dogman street side. You know what I mean? There's so many aspects to it, but I don't want us to ever lose the focus of why you are on social media as a dog man or dog woman.
Right.
You know, we should be all here for the dogs. And
Yep.
like I said, if you have aught with your brother or if you have aught with somebody else, be a diplomat first. Okay. However, like Duro said, there's a lot of assholes that you can't be a diplomat with, but then you get it. Okay. I won't even, there's no combat with those people because, you know, what are you going to do if you combat them anyway? It's nothing. They're just going to bring you into their energy space and you're going to hate what you're doing because now you're going to be angry all the time versus it being about the dogs and you're happy about doing what you do with dogs. So I always recommend to separate yourself from those individuals. You know what I mean? I call it the takeaway clothes. You know, I don't feed into that shit because I don't want that spirit upon me. You know what I mean? I don't want that negative spirit. I don't want to feel angry. I'm here for the dogs. You know what I mean? I want to be happy about what I do. You know, it's stressful enough doing what we do as dog men and dog women. It's stressful, but I don't need a personality that really I can care less about unless they care about me. But if they don't care about me, why should I care about them? You know what I mean? So we're not here for the drama. We can talk about the drama, but you know, over here, that's not what we about. You know what I mean? This is just something that we had a discussion about. You know, I added my 3 cents to the topic that Joe had with brother Tony and brother Brian, and you know, me and Joe and Dre, you know, added our little, you know, a little change in there. But you know, to be real with y'all, man, you know, let me see the dogs, man. You know, me and Duro talk about this a lot. Like, you see my channel, you don't see the coach on that shit. You see dogs. You show me a dog, man. You show me a dog, man, when they dogs getting thousands of likes and shit. You show me a dog, man, they got dogs getting that. Not, and this is no dig to the dog men that out, but not because it's them as a personality getting the likes, but the dogs. Y'all show me a dog, man, that dogs is getting that. I mean, I wait, Ty. And that's how we should operate. Now, if you a content creator, that's different. You know what I'm saying? That's because what you do. You doing content. You are the content, whatever. You know what I mean? That's how you operate. But if we talking about dogs and people are piggybacking off of their dogs should be the reason why people showing up. You know,
Right.
I love it when people can't wait for me to post AK-47 chop. I love the fact that they can't wait for me to post Red Tiger Jr. You know how many people been waiting to see Red Tiger Jr.? I like to hear that shit, but not everybody think like us, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not everybody think about the dogs. They think about fame. They like the fact that people are checking in for them. You know what I mean? Like you said, they want to look good on the camera because, you know, they might got a couple dog groupies in their DMs. To each their own. But I can't expect these people to operate like me. And I don't. That's why I stay in my lane. Y'all always hear me say that. I stay in my lane. That's why I encourage you guys.
That's
Do
what
what
it's
you do.
about, man.
Yeah, just do what you do. Because everybody gonna have something to say, whether good, positive, or indifferent. They gonna have something to say. You gotta accept that because now you on stage. You don't get booed, you don't get heckled, you don't get applauded, you don't get all the shit. But you got to have emotional intelligence, man, which is easier said than done. Trust me, man. Trust me when I tell y'all. There's many times where I be in my Whitney, but remember that old commercial? I don't know if you, man, I'm an OG. I'm 46. There's a commercial back in the day. It was a deodorant one called "Never Let Them See You Sweat." Even though you're sweating, never let them see you sweat. That's what I mastered. Okay, I mastered that all my life. You know how many bodies I should already have? I'm just keep it 1,000 with y'all. Ooh, I should have so many. However, I never let them weak fuck niggas see me sweat.
Right.
You know why? Because if something needs to happen, they will never know it's me. They will never know it's me. But guess what? If a nigga twisted my nipples and I reacted, I got him. Then something happens, then guess what? They're gonna be pointing at the coach. I don't want you ain't gonna point at me if something happens. But you got to have emotional intelligence to you know, it's the takeaway clothes. It's like Jesus Christ, man. It's to turn the other cheek. That ain't no bitch shit. That's like, okay. Oh, you got me here. Take the right cheek. Oh, you got the right cheek, the left cheek. Okay, cool. I'll be back. That's one of those. Oh, he a bitch. He ain't coming back. Oh, he a bitch. He gave me the other cheek. Then it's that surprise. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say it's like in this dog game, you got to maneuver very smart. You know what I mean? You know, you can't let them take you off your pivot, off your pedestal, off your post, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to knock you off your post. There's so many people that want to bait me into their fuckery. It's just, I mean, man, go scroll down my comments section, man. They want to bait the coach. But I know you want my intake, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like you want my fucking convo. You want me to engage.
Yeah.
Because people is watching. They watching it. They're like, what coach going to say? You know, motherfuckers be in your comments. They watching. They want to see what you're going to say. And motherfuckers that be baiting you, they trying to get you down to their level so that they can steal your shine. They're going to steal your shine that way.
Take your energy.
Yeah. That's a fact. And so me being who I am as the player coach, I mean, Duro, you always hear me tell you this, man. And shout out to Duro. And I said, we have conversations, and salute to y'all who got Duro's number, but we conversate. I tell Duro, I'm a player coach. I lead by example. We having this discussion on Thursday night. This is the only time y'all get that conversation unless you got my phone number, unless you got my DMs and, we got that relationship. Other than that, y'all only hear the coach talking directly to y'all on Thursday nights. But this is how I am. I lead by example. I'm not telling you something I ain't never did, never heard of, I'm doing this shit. So if I'm telling y'all to handle this certain way, don't think that the coach ain't doing the same thing I'm telling y'all.
Facts.
And I'm gonna give you a testimony too. What's my man? Bando. Y'all know Bando?
Yeah, that's my guy.
That's your guy, right? Bando will tell you a story how he was trying to egg me on. Bando told me, he told me, but he was always watching my stuff. I be rubbing niggas' nipples because I'm on my own shit. So I'm sure what I was doing was rubbing his nipples with my program. So, he was, Bando's with all the smoke, all the shit. So y'all know how Bando get down. He liked the controversy. So Bando was in my DMs trying to stir up controversy with me. And it didn't work. I hit him with some real shit. From that real shit and that real conversation that we had, we had dialogue. He was trying to have conflict. And he told me that. But he said, you talked to me with some real shit. And then from there, me and him built a solid relationship. Me and him partners, me and him friends. Me and him dog buddies. But he told me off the top, I was trying to instigate you. He told me that. but it didn't work because you handled it in a way that I wasn't expecting you to handle that shit. And that's the example I'm trying to give y'all. Because as you climb and you become more influential, this is going to happen to you. And then as we try to unite and become Voltron, there's going to be individuals that's going to come in not knowing that's what we operate on. They might come in from a whole different group and not know how we operate, and they doing things based off of what they know how to do it or what they was taught, and we not being an example like, we got to correct that, or we letting their influence corrupt us. But we supposed to be the example. Like, hold on, man. You coming into this is how we operate. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Yeah, you might respond this way, but we don't respond that way. And we a unit over here. We the super dog computer over here. That's how we grow. It's a collective. It's not an individual. But at the same time, you damn near got to accept the fact that you might be the one-man band. That's how the coach operates. I'm a one-man band out this motherfucker because I know if I bring people together, and I tried this shit multiple times in my life, bringing people together. And it always seems to never succeed. And it's sad, y'all. But if we have a few, and salute to Jesus Christ, because he had a mathematical equation. He said, where two or more are gathered. Two or more.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't
Right.
need a damn army of 1,000, 100 million, 100,000. I don't need that. That's where dissension comes. That's where you got all the moles and the trolls and the spies and double agents and shit, the Judas.
Yeah.
When you have a huge army, man, give me two or more, man. Hey, give me three. I'll be happy with three.
Yep.
But if we are able to have more than that, that are all on one accord, then, you know, praise the Lord, praise God. We good. But we got to be able to talk like men. We got to be able to deal with our stuff like men. You know what I'm saying? We got to let the women be women and men be men. You know, if we feel some type of way, let's talk about it. And you can have passion in your conversation, but at the end of the day, we here for resolution. You know what I mean? We're not going to box it out and shit. What's boxing out going to do? You still going to be mad at the end of the day.
Word.
We can be diplomatic, though, like diplomats do. And that's why you got to, I'm going to digress from this. That's why if you look at the world stage, you see the leaders, they ain't in the, it's not how it was back in the day where your general was your king and shit, and he'd go out to battle and fight. No, it's levels to this shit. Your president is your diplomat. Then you have your people who negotiate on your behalf, you know, before it gets to the diplomats. That's why when you see these big time players come to the White House, right? These are enemies in a way. They still do business, but they're still enemies. But then when they want to talk that big boy shit, they diplomats. They come in that suit. They come to talk that shit, even though they're enemies. Think about it. They're not coming over there like, hey, I got my dick out. You got your dick out. We already know how big your dick is. We already know. We already know you got a dick. We're not coming over here to show our dick. We coming to talk that talk, man. Let's talk and figure this shit out. Come in your nice suit. You know what I'm saying? It's all peace. Matter of fact, I'm gonna invite you to my house. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pick you up, show you the rope, give you the VIP treatment. That's how they do. You treat you good, man. Make you feel good, man. Hey, man, then let's talk. What you want? A couple bitches? What you want? Best food? What you want, man? I got you, man. you in my house. That's how they do it. That's diplomatic. They're not coming over here like, bro, you know, we need to resolve some shit. So, man, you know, I don't like how you operate. Fuck you. I got the mean mug. Nah, it's diplomatic. That's how we got to be as dogmen. Because that's how we get resolution. I digress. Anything else y'all want to say?
Nah, that was crazy, man.
It's necessary.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
What happened?
No, I said go ahead, bro. What you was about to say?
Nah, I wasn't saying nothing, bro. Sure.
Hey, and Joe said something. He said, Coach, I seriously thought it was going to be a big fallout today. Truth can make shit stand still. One thing that you're going to know about me, Joe, and my brothers can attest to this, okay? When I deal with things, especially Duro knows, because me and Duro had these, you know, shout out to Duro. That's why I call him my assistant coach, because, you know, he hits me up and he tells me how he feel before he come out there shooting his, you know, blazing his trail and shit. You know what I'm saying? he comes and get the what do I call it, the counseling. Hey, coach, what you think about this? This is what was on my mind. One thing about me, Joe, is that man, bro. Like I said, I got a book that's gonna be a world bestseller, man. All my people who know me, and I remember you asked me like, why they call you the coach? I remember you asked me that question. A lot of people ask me that, man. But my whole family call me coach. My dad, my cousins, my friends, and it's for a reason. It's because I have so much experience with fuckery, and I always come out on top. Praise the Lord. I've walked around the planet Earth as a diplomat, and I know how to make peace be still because I'm a man of war. Okay. And I'm an individual that you don't want to get to the point where, we fighting tit for tat, or we having a sword fight with our dicks, or we you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the one that you want to be in that space. So when I come to you, Brother Joe, or you, Duro, or any of you guys, I really come as a diplomat because I know I'm really a man of war. I'm that nigga you don't want to fuck with. However, I rather have peace because I know that we can do more together. I would never cause any riffraff between you and I, Joe. I would never cause any riffraff between anybody because I don't need that energy in my life.
Facts.
I don't want that energy in my life. I deal with enough. I take care of enough. I got enough responsibilities. I got enough turmoil and all that shit. I done been through so much. I done calmed wars down. I done saved many people's lives. I done did so much in my life that I don't want the fuckery if it's not necessary. So, Joe, trust and believe, man, with me and you, brother, it's always going to be love. You know what I'm saying? And I already told my brothers, even when I, brought up the conversation tonight, and I told them before that I was going to mention that to you. I told my brothers that, but my brothers could attest to you that already everything that you probably felt already said that you was going to feel a certain type of way, and I wasn't going to like fuel anything. I just wanted to express how I felt about something that I saw, but I wasn't going to stem it up, flare it up, fire it up, because that was never my intention. And my brothers are witness to that.
Yep.
Did I say that, brother?
Yep.
So, that's one thing that you will learn about me, Joe, is that I stand on it, man. You know what I mean? And I understand that nice guys finish last. Okay. So me being a nice guy is not me being weak. However, me being a diplomat is the fact that, you know what, Joe, I appreciate the fact that you invited me on your channel, bro. And whatever you want to do on your show is your choice. And I will never combat it. I would never be like, Joe, fuck Joe. No, because that's your show, brother. You know what I mean? And that's not me. And I'm grateful to be able to be on your platform and share my knowledge. You know what I mean? I just, as a man, because I have my brothers, they expect something from me too. So me addressing it amongst my panel that's all I did, but it was never to the point where me and you would have any problems, or I'll be like, no, Joe, I would never have dissension amongst my brothers, because then I'm not an example, right, brothers? Like, I would not be an example if I showed dissension right here on my panel with Brother Joe.
Right.
But my brothers already knew coming in that Coach don't do that. So we good. We good, Joe. You know what I'm saying? You learning who I am. But my brothers know that's not how I operate, man. Not how I operate. All love. But I digress.
Yeah, I was gonna say add something to the fake social media joint.
Go ahead.
A lot of these dudes don't even got dogs to begin with. That's talking most of the stuff. And it be like they just want to be seen under your comment. Like that be like they're the last comment. So when they go scroll down and they get to your joint, that's the one that's shown, that last comment. and it'd be like some of the wildest joint, like some of the wildest stuff you ever heard. Like, because they want to be the one that got that wildest joke in or slime comment.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But it's
Anytime
about but it's like it's about if you give energy or the feedback to it, if it grows bigger or not.
yeah, and they get followers that way because, like I was telling y'all, a lot of your fans are the ones that really hate you and they're envious of you. Like, you know, like bro, when I started looking, and like I said, I'm not a rookie to this shit. Like I said, I've been dealing with this social media shit for a long time, many moons, I tell y'all. So I used to go look at people and I'd be like, yo, these people that be hating on me, they following me. I'm like, if you don't like me, why are you following me? But I know why. Because my momentum they want to feed off of. When my comments is jumping through the roof, they got to get their comments in because they know people read comments. Yep. So my haters be on it. They'll start, they start building their army that way. Oh, you don't like Coach too, but you follow him? Okay, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna make sure I off your shit, add fuel to your shit, because I don't like Coach, but I really do love him. But I don't like him, no. His dogs is the shit, but I gotta humble him down because he be talking with it. Coach be talking that shit about his dogs and shit, and I don't like his little lingo. Cats be like that. But once I figured that out, I'm like, man, I can't feed it. I can't, like you said, I can't feed into them. And that's why I started just doing, certain ones. I'd be like, sounds good. And then I, like my certain fans that I know, I said, oh, my number one fan is back again. That's how I be doing. Oh, I see my number one fan is back. You back. Man, that gets them so much, man. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm just not a rookie to this shit. They ride my wave. Yep. They know people in there. They know they watching. So they waiting for me, like you said, ready, or they waiting for you, Duro, whoever. They waiting for you to get in your Whitney so they can turn you out. And be like, look, see, look, I got him. Look, I got him.
Yeah, a lot of people do things for reactions. You know what I'm saying? They like I said, a lot of people, and I stand on that, a lot of people that do YouTube is super duper weirdos. A lot of people. And then you got some people that's from the streets, or some people that was popular, or some people that did something or got some type of money or did whatever. But then you got those type of people, you know what I'm saying? But the super duper weirdos is the ones that always start the trouble because they never was a part of nothing. Nobody never liked them. You know what I'm saying? So they try to latch on to stuff because simple fact that they never been a part of nothing. And that's just how it is. So like that's the problem with this shit. And they say shit in their videos, oh, this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. They say shit in their videos. But then if you got their number, or if you call their number where they sell dogs and be like, hey, bro, or this, that, and the third, they ain't really on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just how it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I realized that. So a lot of people do things to get you in your feelings, try to get a reaction out you. Or I'm gonna say this because I know he gonna respond to this. Or I'm gonna say that and make it seem like I'm talking about him. Or I'm gonna do this. Or I'm gonna just steal this content because I seen the interview and he said this in his interview. So I'm gonna just do this and see what happened. A lot of people do a lot of stuff for a reaction because for every action there's a reaction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when I say I don't want to be a part of that because I know who I am. I know who I am. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I know what I stand for and I know who I am. The way you grow up is what shaped you and molds you into what you are as a man. Okay? Correct. When I grew up on my block, I'm from Philly. Really from Philly. I'm not from the outskirts. I'm from South Philadelphia, 20th Street. Born and raised. You understand? Right down the street from Mac. Beanie Siegel. That's where I'm from. He from 21st Street. I'm from 20th Street. You heard him in the song. You know what I'm saying? Deuce One, ball from Philly, like Larry Hughes. Yeah, he from 21st Street. I'm from 20th Street. So I'm right there, bro. How we dealt with things is we got a problem with exactly. Alex, she from the P all day. You see what I'm saying? All day. So this the thing. You know what I'm saying? How we dealt with things, if we had an issue with somebody on the block, we got the gloves, we got the box, we handled our business. Whoever won, whoever lost, you go shake hands. Tomorrow we on the steps together laughing about it. That's what happened.
Regular.
That's how we handled it. That's how I grew up. So that's the same morals I got. I still got those same morals today. Because at the end of the day, I'm a man. You're gonna watch what you say to me. You're gonna watch what you say about me. You're gonna respect me as I respect you. Don't ask me. It's like I said on the Doro Lounge. Don't say something about me and then say, "Oh, I don't care how negative a person is. You don't respond to it." What? So now you're asking me to be a sucker? So you just punch me in my face and then I just sit down and say, "Okay, sir, you just punched me. Who you think? What type of time you on, bro?" Nah, that ain't never fly with me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't never fly with me. Alex, am I lying? So at the same time, it's like, yo, like people put on fake facades on the internet. I am who I am, bro. Like I don't gotta fake nothing. Like I put on my post on every post. I'm the only dog man that can stand on what I say out my mouth and say I said that. I seen dog men say what they say, and then the other dog men call them and they don't answer the phone. Well, you got my number. Call me and I'm gonna answer the phone. Say this and we gonna talk about it. Say that or we can meet. Whatever the case is, whatever. That's just how I am, bro. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like it ain't got nothing to do with being tough. It ain't got nothing to do with being this, that, and the third. It's about morals and respect. It's about honor. You're supposed to respect a man regardless of the fact. It's just like I said, if you went to school with a kid who always got slapped in the back of the head, you can't sleep on that brother. Now, right now, he a fully grown man. That don't work like that. He was a kid when he was getting slapped in the back of his head, man. He a grown man now, bro. Don't sleep on that man, because if you sleep on that man, you gonna get sleep, even knocked out on the long one. So you can't do that. So at the end of the day, you gotta respect. You gotta respect what you're supposed to respect, and that's just where I'm coming from. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't disrespect nobody. What beef have I ever started on the internet? I don't start beef on the internet because I know how I really am in real life. I'm too personal. I said that on the Doro Lounge. I'm too personal. I don't talk business. I don't start nothing with nobody. I sit up here and talk about health and try to help brothers out and try to help brothers' pockets. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if you don't know about something, you need a med or something, yo, hit me up, bro. I was in operations in the vet field and I was a nurse in the vet field. So I know exactly where the vets order this, that, and the third from, and you can get it over the counter. Holler at me, bro. Simple and plain. This is what I'm pushing. It ain't too many people pushing when I'm pushing, man. So when they repeat me, I know they heard it from me. Come on, man.
I feel that, Doro.
Yeah,
100.
I do. I feel you on that. Too. You know, that's that passion. You know what I mean? I call that the passion of the Christ. I'm saying that's just real.
Word.
That's from the heart.
Yeah.
Word. That's how I speak, bro. All my friends that really know me, bro, they be like, yo, man, you remind me of Pac, you remind me of X, bro. Everybody that know me, because I speak from the heart. And if I really got love for you, I got love for you. Just like I said to you. Last episode, I said, I don't know you don't know what you might need me for. You might need some soldiers, you might need such and such and such. But I told you I got you for life. Just from a certain thing, just a certain thing that you offered me. Just a certain thing that you was a certain thing that we ain't gotta say, but certain thing that you was gonna do for me. That spoke volumes to me about you. So you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing. Cause I appreciated that. You ain't had to do that. You understand?
Yeah.
That's how I am.
And another thing too, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's, you already know our conversation, but you had a certain situation that confided in me with. And, I'm pretty much, I said something that probably most motherfuckers in your life probably wouldn't have said to you about a certain,
That's true.
situation that, you feel me? So that lets you know as a man, like, shit, what nigga that I just barely know is going to have a conversation with me and say something to me that, resonated to the point where, shit, 360 degrees, we connected and it happened to so be what it was supposed to be. So,
Absolutely.
that shows who we were before we are, if that makes sense to you, which I know it does.
Facts.
So salute to you, Duro. But like I said to you guys, as someone who's a leader of men, first and foremost, a leader of myself, and then leader of my dogs. That's why I call myself the dog god. I'm the leader of my dogs. And then I'm a coach, a leader of men. I just want us to just stand in front of what we represent and just be an example, man. And it's a hard thing to be a man in the field of battle that's willing to fall on your own sword. That's the hardest thing for a man to do. Is that when all else fails, I'm gonna fall on my own sword. Fuck that shit. I ain't gonna let you take me. But you got to stand on it to fall on it at the end of the day. So that's what we doing. We standing on it, but we leading by example. And I would love to have a collective. Your vision, Duro. I would love to see that become reality. I don't really believe that it will. Just off my own experience of trying to bring men together. But I mean, that's how we supposed to be. That's how God designed us.
Right.
Is to be a unit. Is to be a
Honestly,
collective. Everybody
honestly,
playing in position.
honestly, I can't say that though, coach, because at the end of the day, it might not be everybody that I might have brought together, but if it's just me and CDC, or if it's just me and Rock Solid that do something, that's still us winning. That's still us doing it because we come up under this umbrella.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So even if you pull one brother, two brother, three brother, even if you got four of them, and it might be nine of us total. Now, Matt, it might be nine of us total or whatever the case is. But if four of us all come together, including you, or five of us, or whatever the number may be, we still did it. Even if it was 15 of us and four of us did it, we still won. Because that was never supposed to happen.
Oh yeah, just because I got this dog don't mean I can't get some other shit to work with you, bro. It ain't nothing. Don't worry about that, bro. It's on and popping with that.
If you got the drive and you got the will, ready, you know some stuff.
I'm on that, bro.
You know some stuff. You know a lot of stuff. So if you with me, then you with me.
I've been with you since the beginning. I never stopped. I just happened to get this dog. That was miracle. That was a gift. Like, oh,
Right.
but that ain't stopped that what we got going on with this division that we had going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Word.
still on that.
Word.
I would love for us to be that collective, that supercomputer. But this is how this example, us talking. This is what people need to see because this is how we can be that. This is how we can all play positions. Just think about it. There would be no reason why that there's like positions, like for example, you got these athletes, you got these superstars, you got these great fighters, but Guess what they all have? They all have a coach. You got great soldiers and great armies, but guess what? They all have generals, right? And then there's levels to all that, and everybody play a position. And that's how God designed it. If you see in nature, they have it the same way in their pack dynamic. So because we have free will of thinking, we dilute what is reality because of how we feel. And I don't want us to get caught up into that, no matter how passionate we are. And I'm a very passionate individual too. I just know how to temper my steel. I'm just vicious with a smile, if that makes sense, right? You'll see me and I'll be even tempered, but you might not know I might be so angry that I can grab you and snap your neck. But you ain't gonna I'm not gonna let you see that. But you know why? Because I'd rather had a dialogue and be like, you know what? I knew you didn't really feel that way. Even though in my heart, I kind of felt that you felt that way. But after listening to you and us having the conversation, okay, all right. It wasn't that bad. And we prevent fucking World War II, World War III, a battle. And we sit back, we talk about it. It's like, yeah, man. What? Oh, man. Oh, it's all love. We hug and we move on. But that's the only way we're going to grow as a Dogman group, because I want us to do what we envision together. Like we talk about all these plans that we have with these dogs. I want us to do them because like you were saying to me a while back, Duro, you was like, man, when I cook up this dog cook up with Bane and AK and it turned out the way I envision it, you know, I can see you coming back like, yo, I need to run a play with that. Or hey, Duro, I need to get some straws off of that stud you got, nigga, because I want to run it into one of my, you know what I mean? Like that's real life. But if we're not together in how we operate, how can I do business with? If me and you are not diplomats, how can I go to your country and be like, yo, let's do some trade and shit. Let's do some business. If you hate me, we ain't gonna do shit. You can be like, nah, nigga, you was over there hating on me and shit. I ain't fucking with you, coach. Nah, coach, you told me what I was doing was fucked up, coach. Now you want to fuck with me? That's not, you know, like, we're not gonna get nowhere as dog men and dog women when it comes to making these dogs better, because I can't do everything myself. I try to do as much as I can, but I can't. Your vision, Duro, your vision, Young Ready, your vision, Chat, Caveman, etc., is not my vision. But you know what? You might produce something exceptional that I might want to use. If we're not allies, if we're not brothers, you're not going to want to do business with me. You might not want to bless me. And I don't want us to have our environment as our community to be caught up in the fuckery. I'd rather us communicate like men and grown women without the Whitney Houston. That means I get so emotional, baby. If I don't know who the Whitney is, that's what I mean by Whitney, the emotions. Okay. Without the Whitney, and let's figure it out. Once we figure it out, ready, break, lead the huddle, and we fucking win the game. Score a touchdown, and we up there hugging and celebrating together. But you know, y'all ever heard that term is lonely at the top? Believe me, that's true. When you get to the top of the mountain and you see that there's nobody around you, even though you're there, oh, it's lonely. Oh, you can have everything in the world, but if you ain't got nobody to share it with, oh man, it's lonely. You rather not have it. What's the use?
Right.
That real shit. If I got the best dogs and it's all to myself and I can't let everybody else experience it, then why am I doing it for? Just for myself? That's boring. I'm gonna get bored of that shit. Now I give you one. Now I bless you with one. Now you get the excitement. Now I get to feed off your excitement. Now, okay, now I got purpose. But if we get to that king of the hill mentality, then you know it's not about the dogs, it's about the individual, and that never lasts. That never lasts. Never.
Crabs in the bucket.
Oh yeah, that's always going to happen. You know, and I don't want us to be caught up in that type of energy, and I know that we're not. And
Nope.
it's good that we had this conversation for everybody to hear and be able to recap and listen to, because this is how brothers handle shit. You know, we didn't get out, we weren't cursing each other out, we weren't, you know, calling each other out our names. You know, nothing. We had a conversation and we shared it. Normally we would have it behind closed doors. And honestly, I recommend us doing that and others doing that. However, this conversation, fake social media. We showed you guys how non-fake that we are. And that's not the norm when it comes to social media, because you could be anybody on the internet. Don't y'all agree?
Yep.
So to believe that what's real on the internet is probably 75% not real.
I mean, I've seen people go to work and be and try to be somebody they not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, saying I done seen that, and then you find somebody that they know, and you like, yo, such and such official, man. No, man, he just got slapped up last week. You like, for real? Yeah, like, you know what I mean? He just got slapped up, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just how it is, bro.
Facade.
And then the point, the thing that kills me, man. Excuse me. I got what? I think I got 1,100 subscribers on YouTube or whatever the case is. The thing is, man, you can't discredit me, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody else is doing, but nobody else is looking out for the community and giving out the game that I give out to my brothers, whether it's on my live or whether it's on my channel, to help you out, right? So I don't care what nobody else is doing, but you can't discredit me because I did it. You know what I'm saying? I really was a nurse. I really was in the vet field. I really did that. And I really wanted to do that so I could save some money for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to learn the ins and outs. So I ain't got to be like, man, every time I turn around, I got to spend this money. I wanted to up my knowledge on what I needed to know to take care of my dogs in a way that I could do it the way they doing it. Why am I gonna pay you to get my dog shots for when I could do it?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like why am I gonna do that when I can do it myself and I'm just as good? I was trained to do it and I'm just as good. So now I'm gonna take my dog to the vet if it's not an emergency. You know what I'm saying? So like you can't discredit me or say, hey, yeah, well, this person was doing. I don't care what that person was doing. That person is not cooking with like I'm cooking. That person not talking and sending a message that I'm sending. That person might be talking about this, or yeah, genetics or health or this, that, and the third. Yeah, that's what that person's talking about. I'm talking about a whole different thing. And if you gave my channel an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, and to listen, then maybe you will learn something. Maybe you will get something from me. You know what I'm saying? But I hate people that try to discredit and shit. And oh yeah, well, this person been doing it, man. Fuck that shit. Cause they ain't giving it how I'm giving it. You know what I'm saying? That's like a motherfucker try to discredit you on some shit. Like you been nice and bald. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, no, such and such is nice and bald. Like, how you gonna discredit me? Or you been in the streets? You know what I'm saying? And that person been putting work out on the streets for years. How you gonna discredit him? You
Right.
can't.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, half of you motherfuckers don't even be qualified to even fucking discredit somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm not sensitive, bruh. I'm not sensitive. You don't know me, bruh. I'm not sensitive. But what I am is I listen to what a person's saying and what a person not saying. That's the difference between me, bruh. I ain't never gotta be sensitive because I don't know you, bro.
No,
Yep.
you're just passionate, man. There's a
I'm
difference.
talking to
Yeah.
him. I'm talking to him.
No,
I don't care what I am
no,
to
I'm
you.
just
I
go
don't
ahead.
care what I am to you. I don't care. You don't make me or break me, sucker. Like what I care
No,
about you
hey,
for.
hold on,
What I
Duro.
care
Come on
about
now.
you for, I would never see you, bro. And if I see you in my face, you would never say what you said to me. You would never say that shit to me. You would never say it to me. It's easy to type on the keyboard, but you would never say that shit to my face, bro. And I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that shit, bro.
Hey, brother Tony, understand what passion is. understand passion, okay? It is a form of emotion, but it's not sensitivity, brother. So just understand where he coming from. When you really live this and you really do it, there's a passion behind it. You know what I'm saying? That's where he coming from. That's what you're hearing in his voice.
Oh,
So please don't. Hold on, Doro. Hold on.
Understand that shit though, coach, because they've been a sucker all their motherfucking life.
Duro. Well, hold on, brother,
it.
please. Duro, please. Just let me finish. So just understand that when you hearing us talk, okay, it's a passion behind the conversation, and I promote passion because I'm very passionate about what I do. You might not know, obviously you don't know Duro, you don't really possibly know all of us on here, but we're very passionate about these dogs. We're very passionate about our craft, etc. So, this might be something that you've heard as far as, expression from other people. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But being that she might not necessarily know us as individuals in this dog game, like where Duro is speaking, where I'm speaking, I can attest, at least the panel, we're very passionate about this shit. So you're going to hear that in our voice in our conversation. So please don't take what my brother Duro is saying as he's sensitive or where he's just like in his feelings like type shit, because that's not what we about. However, we do feel strongly, have a passion about the dogs and our craft. And Duro has a lot of experience in what he does. Like I said, he's in the vet field. He's a nurse. Like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. So when he's talking, the way he's talking is not like, oh, he's on this Ralph Tresvant, a man with sensitivity, a man like me. He ain't on this Ralph Tresvant right now, man. So please respect my man. You know what I'm saying, Tony? I'm not saying you disrespecting him, but just please respect his passion. Hold, Duro,
I'm
please.
sensitive because he said check QBN, and I said you can't discredit me. Like that's not sensitive, like you just said. I did it. How you gonna take something away from me? Who are you? How you gonna take something away from me? And that channel was already bigger, brother. But you over here. Why don't you big up your brother and stop sucking that dick, chump?
Hey, easy.
Out of here.
Easy. Oh, hey, Tony, please, Tony, brother, please, man. That we don't want you to feel that we're here to be combative. You feel what I'm saying, Tony? Like, this is everybody's live. We can talk how we talk, but please, you know what I'm saying? Like, just respect the panel as far as like what's being said, and you have your opinion, but if you really don't know the gentleman, like telling a man that's very passionate and very strong minded about what he's talking about, like that can be pretty disrespectful when you talk to a man who's really serious about what he's talking about, and you saying it to him kind of like he's soft and he's sensitive and shit. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of be aware of what you're saying. Not to saying that you're doing that, but I mean, Duro can take that the wrong way, and obviously he's feeling disrespected. So please, you know what I mean? Like I said, please, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're really serious about this shit, man. So don't take passion as sensitivity, brother. That's all I'm saying. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? We're not here for that, man. You know what I'm saying? And Duro, we know where you coming from, and Tony don't know you, man. So just, I know you standing up for it, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you can take what I said, bro. Like you can take it how you want it, chump. Like I'm not even gonna argue with you, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this, homeboy. If you're not gonna get a flight to Philly and holler at me, shut your fucking mouth. If that's not what you're gonna do. If you're not gonna do that, shut your fucking mouth, nigga. Cause I'm gonna tell you like that. Cause if you tell me you're gonna holler at me, then follow me on fucking Instagram and holler at me. And I'm gonna show you how sensitive I am.
I'm gonna call it one on my end, y'all.
I'm gonna show you who I am.
Appreciate y'all. All love with everybody.
Fuck out of here, man.
All right, big Ja, salute to you, Ja.
For sure, Coach. Thank you for having me on.
Man, that's why I'm saying.
Love.
But this motherfucker been feel some type of way about me any fucking way.
You know him or something?
Man, fuck out of here.
You know Tony?
No, I don't know that nigga.
Oh, then come on, man. Of course he can't feel nothing about you, man.
I mean, no, I don't know him. If I knew him, if he knew me, he wouldn't even be talking how he talking. You talking that shit
Yeah,
on the internet, bro. Like you talking that shit on a live, bro. You not gonna holler.
just let it go, man. Just let it go. Tony, hey, Tony, brother, please, Tony, man. Like, come on, man. We don't need to be, come on, man. Let's just have dog talk, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, please, Tony. Let's just have dog talk and let's just have some respect for each other
I
at the end of the day, man.
thought you ain't gonna make it, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. See, this is the shit I'm talking about.
I mean, like I said, it's internet. So we just, like I said, let's just keep it, you know, about the dogs. Just
Saying
keep it
though,
about the
like,
dogs.
man, like, but it is about the dogs. I was talking about the dogs most of the fucking time, though.
And that's why I said, just don't let that.
But you see the difference between a individual that's coming, you know what I'm saying, and into the panel. You see what I'm saying, into the chat on some sucker shit, and that's some sucker shit. Because
But
you talking about
he
QBN.
doesn't understand you, Duro. He don't know you, Duro. Nah, Tony. No, he's not acting like a child, Tony. That's why I say, Tony,
He,
brother, please, man.
he,
Like,
that's
hold on, let me speak. Let
the
me speak,
part of
y'all.
it.
Let me
Yeah.
speak, y'all. Tony, when you talking to men that you don't know like that, and that's not no slight to you and your manhood, because I respect you being a man, but when you don't know somebody and you speaking on them like that, then they're gonna take it a certain type of way. It's just like if you was coming and you was on a panel and you was talking with a certain type of passion, and I'm like, oh nigga, you soft with how you feel, like, oh, that's some soft shit. Whereas, like, I don't know where your passion is coming from. So now I can take that as a dig. You know what I'm saying? And I don't what he's talking about, because I know he's talking his truth. There's feeling behind his truth, what I call passion. You just don't know Duro like that. You don't know what he does and what he does in his community, what he does with dogs, his life, none of that. So yeah, you might from the outside looking in, though, Tony, think like, oh man, this guy's, you know, he kind of, you know, he's in his feelings about it. Yeah, he is, but it's not in a sensitive way. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, but Tony, it does matter because see, we're just talking on the internet, but shit can get really real with certain people. That's what I'm saying. This internet is slick, but you never know who you talking to because somebody might really come and find you. And believe it or not, these
Small
people
world.
know how to find you on this internet. There's some really computer savvy motherfuckers that will find you on this internet. They will show up at your house. Not to say that that's what's going to happen, but we just got to have respect for one another, Tony. That's all I'm saying, brother. That's all I'm saying. So let's just let it alone, man. Come on, man. Let's just stick to the dogs, man. We had some good conversation. Let's just let it alone, Tony. Come on, brother. Let's move on, man. But let's digress from that, man. Tony, let's just leave it alone, man. It's all love.
The
But
small world.
anyway, do it. Let's drop it, man. Let's drop it, man.
I ain't say
But
that.
I said that, coach.
okay, I'm just saying, let's just drop it, period, that energy. But let's move on. And so anything else you want to add to this topic? If not, we're gonna cut it loose because I didn't want it to turn into that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to turn into that. That's not what I want. Because like I said, we're not into the soap opera shit. You know, I was a bad example one time, but that was it. So, and like I said, I want to lead by example to all y'all as my brothers, and I don't condone this type of energy. I don't ever want us as men bickering like females because that's not who we are. And I need us to be an example for us and the women who watching us. And I don't want us to be acting like women back and forth, bickering and shit. Not to say that's what we doing, but that's low key what we doing. And that's not going to happen on my channel. Because like I said, I fell victim to that one time and I told you I will never do that shit again. And I'm not going to allow that to happen right now, especially when I got leaders over here. Y'all leaders over here. We leaders. So what we do matters. What the chat do, that's on the chat. But what we do matter. So I want us to stand strong and stand firm on this shit and move on. But other than that, you know, anything else y'all want to add before we close out of this topic? There will be no more soap opera type conversations here in the classroom. You know, I just wanted to recap this. We had a good show on NWA Connie Corsos. Go watch that. Go subscribe to Joe's channel. It was a good topic about fake social media, Dogman. But other than that, you know, be prepared next week to get back to the classroom. You know what I mean? That's what I'm known for. That's what we known for. And we're going to stick to that. You know what I'm saying? But anybody else got anything to say?
Nah, I think we got it.
Okay. I love all you guys. I appreciate everybody showing up. I appreciate the conversation. It was a real talk, real conversation. But like I said, let's unite, brothers, man. Come on, man. Let's unite as men and let's have respect for one another and let's just do this shit for the dogs and the betterment of the dogs. Let's build our community for what it is. But I love y'all. And we are out until next Thursday. Peace.
Peace.